On this episode of Bun and C,
You get to see a lot of ass.
I had a really good time last night. It was a vibe. I just called to say that I love the way you make me feel.
all right, C. So on this episode of Bun and C, we are in a very different location. So let's tell the people where we at today.
So we're definitely not in Dallas anymore. We're out here in Cowtown, Texas. We're going to introduce to you guys one of our favorite people ever. This is my dad, our dad, and
Soon to be Grampy.
soon to be Grampy.
What's up, Pops?
Hey, I'm here. Good to see both
Thank
of
you
you.
for being a special guest on our show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're excited to talk to you.
So am I.
So you are one of the men out of everybody that I knew I had to make the phone call to tell I was pregnant. You were one of the most nervous but most excited phone calls that I knew I had to make. And we were both there, obviously, in that conversation. But I wanted to know, now that we are 9 months later, what was your real initial reaction?
Okay, so you're saying you were very nervous on your end.
I was very nervous on
Okay.
my end to tell you that I was pregnant.
I was not nervous when you called. All right.
Okay.
I knew something was up the way you approached me in the conversation. And over the years, I've learned to be very slow to speak and listen. And I could hear in your voice that you were a bit nervous and scared. However, I absorbed what you had to say with open arms, really. And I just was very excited about it, but I just contained myself, really, because I have to process things. It takes me a minute to think about these things,
Yeah.
and of course it was unexpected, and but it's
Shocking.
very exciting, to say the
Yes.
least.
Okay.
Yes. So speaking of babies,
Yeah.
what are you most excited for? To be Grampy?
Oh, I tell you what, just having a new life in the family is going to be the most exciting
Yeah.
because it's brand new. It's a brand new life. And this comes at a season in my life where I am basically rediscovering who I am and digging deeper into who I am. And a new baby is coming along to add to that. And I couldn't be more excited about it, really. So.
I'm excited to watch you in this role. You were a very special part of our lives and the reason and the why we are the women we are today. And now we get to witness you as a Grampy, which I just know you're going to be the best Grampy ever.
sure.
Thank you.
I just
Yeah.
well, like we've been waiting.
This is a good season.
Like,
New
yeah,
season,
we've been saying Grampy for a lot of years.
a lot of years.
Yeah, probably, probably 12 years or so already.
Yeah.
And now it's like you feel it's the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was not ready 12 years ago.
Right.
I was ready. I could mentally make myself ready,
Yeah.
but really everything else has just fallen into alignment now.
Yeah.
So
I feel like even just 2 years ago, life was so much
Exactly.
so much more different.
exactly. 2 years ago, I was not ready,
Right.
but now it's a new season. It's a new season, period. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
12 years. I'm approaching 60 years of age,
Mhm.
and this baby is coming along in a time in my life, like I said earlier, where I'm rediscovering who I am, and I just couldn't be more excited about it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you raised all four of us, and like you did a phenomenal job. You and
Thank
Mom
you.
both.
yeah.
Was there like any little piece of advice that you would leave us with?
Oh, yes. I mean, I would just advise you to really put everything in. I would advise you to put your whole heart into your family. Train up your child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Teach that baby the word, the truth, and who God really is, and who that child is himself, as God has created him in his own image and shaped him in his likeness. And that baby will grow up knowing who he is as well as who God is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know for a fact that, like, I've thought about this now that I'm about to be a mom. It's my responsibility, as it was you and Mom's responsibility to teach us and to guide us, and y'all gave us the foundation of Jesus very early on. And I know that's why and who I am. And
Absolutely,
you can speak for
yes.
that too. But
Right.
I pray that I do half of that because I feel like you guys did such a phenomenal job, really, and I mean
Well,
that.
I appreciate that, but I believe that you're going to do exceedingly above and beyond what I was able to do for you because I literally did not get what you got as a child.
Yeah.
I was an adult before I really started seeking God and getting an understanding of who He is. And that was a huge deal for me to teach you at that age because I really didn't get that when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to say now is because you have that instilled in you, you're going to teach this to your kids, but you're going to take it to another level.
Yeah.
And that is, don't even think that it's going to be half. Okay. It will exceed more than 100-fold what you think I have put in you. You're going to put into this child. And I can't wait to see it happen, really, and unfold.
Okay.
So, this is about I'm becoming a mom,
Mm-hmm.
and the advice on the parenting. I want to kind of get an idea on what you could give Chloe, because Chloe is becoming an auntie, and this is also just a new season that she's going into as well.
Right.
And you also have nieces and nephews,
Right.
And how that looked, how different it was for you. Could you share anything with Chloe?
Oh,
That could.
I absolutely can share something. I have an uncle that was like a brother to me. Okay. He has no children, but he took me under his wing as a little brother, and I respect him today more than I can tell you. And you take that child, and you'll have kids someday yourself, I'm quite certain, but you take this child and you keep it under your wing, and
I will, for sure.
yeah, and
It's gonna be so
it's
spoiled.
going to be so spoiled, I know, and but it's going to be so much fun, and but it's going to be awesome for you as well, Chloe, and I can't wait to see you as an auntie.
In auntie mode.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm so
yeah,
ready.
yeah,
It's gonna be a really
The best auntie.
I
Just
think-
don't tell Jesse.
right. And I do have uncles and aunts that I admire that have children of their own because we were a very close knit family, a very large family of basically a lot of Italians in our family and a lot of Germans, but these Italians, they stick close. The Germans do too. But we were a very close knit family.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be an exciting time. A new adventure for all of us.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And our whole kind of podcast, our whole show that we're trying to emulate is really about the different seasons that Chloe and I have experienced.
Okay.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so we've gone through many seasons together.
And this started since like childhood.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, early
Early on.
Like, we were always super just together.
Yes. And so it's like, I want to know kind of your take on watching us from, raising us to now women.
Mm-hmm.
How does that look from a father's eyes? Is it interesting to watch us kind
Oh, it's
of go into these
Is it
different
nerve-wracking?
seasons?
no, it's the most rewarding honor, if you will, to have witnessed my children grow up into amazing adults that I know will make a positive impact on the earth and in the lives of so many people as they grow their own families. It's been the most. If I died right now, I would die a happy man and fulfilled because my kids, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing your own kids grow up and be all that they can be. And that's who you are. You are.
Well, speaking of that, what was it like? Like, what's your favorite memory of us as children? Do you have anything?
Oh, there's so many memories that we've made together. I mean, there were the riding shotgun, chasing people around, that that were coming around and we didn't know who they were. I mean, we've had some good times. You kids driving the trucks, learning to drive when you were 10, 11, 12 years old, and y'all were driving 1-ton flatbed, manual speed trucks, 5 speeds in them,
Country
and
girls, I'm
yeah,
telling you,
and
country
out in the
girls.
woods, and then out on the roadways, not the highways, but the roadways on the county
Absolutely.
roads, and y'all doing that, and then coming back home, and even driving around. I know you'd get arrested for this today, but you were
Totally.
driving around with your cousins who were even younger than you were in the pickup truck, and it was fun. It was really fun, and then getting on the tractors and going hunting and doing things like that at the ranch. It's just been I've got many, 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 many memories.
Like you can't even
Right.
talk about. There's
Exactly.
so many to talk about.
Right.
So it's,
Country life. I tell you, I feel very blessed to have this out here to bring baby to, because it's going to have so many different. It's just going to be so cultured.
Right.
So it is.
A little city life. We have the country, and I'm so blessed that we grew up this way.
No, me too. I don't regret that at all. I loved
Good.
growing up out here.
Good.
This was like
It helped us. It shaped
just-
us.
It did.
yeah,
I believe
no
that.
one knows what it's like.
Right.
You know, country growing up, like you're outside.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
just outside.
It's a pure life.
It's a pure life.
It's pure, simple life. And to be a simple man or a simple person, is probably most rewarding, honestly, because at the end of our life, when it's all said and done and we transition from this earth to wherever we go, what matters most is our authenticity, honestly, and our integrity. But being authentic and being real and helping other people and living right, taking care of your family and helping others is huge to me, and that's the best advice I can give both of you, as young adults and young women, is to help others, but take care of yourself first, take care of your family, because you cannot pour from an empty cup,
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Wow, that's great.
Well, as I look around here, we have some doggies, some chickens.
yes,
We got some dogs.
yeah,
are you just living a simple little Grampy life?
I am. I've learned not to chase the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Right.
I'm just making one step at a time, living my life. I'm able to sleep at night and sleep in peace. And but I do, protect myself and my loved ones. I'm prepared to protect and even nurture, if you will, because living on the farm or living in the country, you can raise your chickens, you can produce your own eggs, you know what your chickens eat, so you know what are in your eggs. We've got a garden started for this spring, and that's being able to share food. Good food is a big deal. I think our country needs to get back to that, honestly. I think our culture needs to get back to that, and because what we're learning is what we've all suspected. Our food, let your food be your medicine,
Absolutely,
because if you
yes.
don't have your health, it doesn't matter how much money you have.
Right.
If you have a health problem, that money does you no good.
Absolutely no good.
So,
Yeah.
Well, I am so excited. I did not think that I was going to be the one to bring you your first grandbaby,
Definitely not. Definitely not.
but I am so excited, and I'm ecstatic to watch you in this season.
yeah,
I am.
I am too. I'm excited about it, but I never really thought of who would be the first to bring a child in, or a grandchild in to this family. Might as well be you. And and
start off strong, baby.
it's perfect timing. God's
is.
timing is perfect for this because I'm in a season for myself as a Grampy, and I'm talking about me right now, of course, but I am ready for this. I know you're ready for this now. You weren't really prepared for this, but you become prepared for it.
Absolutely.
And I love Harrison. I think he's going to be a great dad, and I know he is. I'm excited about watching him raise this baby with you and being a part of our lives now forevermore.
Yeah.
I mean, because this is life now. This is a new life, and it's all brand new. So I'm really excited about it. Really,
God
I'm
is
really
so good.
huh?
God is so good.
Amen. He is
Yes,
good,
this
so
is gonna
good,
be-
and I'm just I'm actually very excited to get to know Harrison on a very personal level. I really am.
Well,
So Here we
You're
go.
about to.
You gotta get in there.
Yep.
Yes. Well, thanks for being here with us.
Well, thank y'all for having me. It's been an honor, actually, to sit with you and discuss these things. And I'm a blessed man, and I know that, and I feel that. So
Well,
thank you for having me on your show.
We're blessed also, Dad.
Thank
We
you,
love
Dad.
Thank you.
We
We
love
love
you.
you.
On this episode of Bun and C,
you. You're about to see a whole lot of cocks.
I had a really good time last night. I just called to say that I love